Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Chris J's Curiosity World Question Life. This is my first video. This is my introduction about my YouTube channel. Um, yeah, this is going to be challenging and exciting for myself and just for my future in general. It's just something I like to do. I always, sorry about the shaking on the screen. I always been curious about life, about um, that's it, life. Living, dying, the weirdest stuff, like aliens, supposedly ghosts, I would call them spirits. I think everything has like uh a spirit, even animals. My mindset is like different. Um I was a Christian. I always been a Christian. I was growing up in a household. Let me turn this really cursing down. I grew up in a household of my grandfather was a pastor. Um, Uh, I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm all over the place right now. Well, first of all, I'm from Miami, Florida. Born and raised in Miami, Florida. Like nearby Miami Shores. If you know the high school name, Central High School, that's my area. Cola Park, all that stuff. That's where I'm from. Um, I guess you'll call it Robin Hood, the area. Robin Hood. That's where everything is at. Um, Half my life I stayed down here towards seventh grade. I had like issues with my mother and her friend, and it was like a very traumatic experience for me as a kid. So I don't know why or how, as a child, I decided to speak out and talk to my grandparents about everything because I would visit my grandparents every summer, and I noticed that it was a better lifestyle, versus me staying in Miami. I love my friends, yeah, that's all I really had. My mom worked all day, but besides all that other stuff, negativity was overwhelming in that household. Um, so long story short, my grandparents took me and moved me up to where they was living at in North Florida. This is a place, small town called Live Oak, Florida. Live Oak, Liveoak, Florida. Okay, you probably don't know about it. It's a small place. It's close to Tallahassee, Florida. It's like in the middle of everything. Close to Tallahassee, Florida. It's not too far from Gainesville, Florida as well, but it's more close to Tallahassee, Florida. All right. There's a place called Lake City, which is the closest city nearby. It's a small country place. So I grew up the rest of my life in half of middle school, then high school. Really, sorry about that. Up there. So yeah, it's notifications. I gotta learn everything about trying to like silence this crap. Sorry, yeah, give me a second. I don't know yet, so I have to keep an eye out for that. All right, so yeah, moved up there. Um, Being raised by my grandparents, I lived in church even as a child with my cousin. We always went to church. My favorite passage in the church in the Bible is the Genesis, the beginning of the Bible. And I was always questioning my grandfather, like, hey, okay, the earth was made in 7 days, right? Whatnot. And then, you know, God made this and God made that. You know how kids are. We're so curious about everything. And my mind never left that as a child. I always, so to this day, my curiosity kills me, man. It's a curiosity kills the cat. But I think that, just being curious is just another form of wanting to learn, to gain knowledge. I also do believe in reincarnation as well, man. Like it's weird, but what I learned now, what I know stuff, what I know now is totally like different. It's totally expansion. Like it's weird. Like I just know so much now, just by the books I've been reading with Eric Von Daniken and Zachariah Sitchin. I'm into like this is what started me. I'm also into Billy Carson now. I learned about him like a year and a half ago from doing Uber by another writer that I connected with, and now I'll follow him on Instagram, and I follow Billy Carson on Instagram as well. bro. Like you just it's just so many doors that you just don't even know about, and it takes so long sometimes. And I gain all this knowledge just from who I am, experiences in my life, and things that I went through. But fast forward though, the Genesis part. Uh, I was weirded out. I was curious about God and Jesus, and especially God, and how many people and Adam and Eve populating the earth and everything like that. And yeah, hmm, just so many questions, so many unanswered questions, even in the Bible to this day. Um, but what got me on this journey with this channel is that I'm getting to it is that after high school, after everything, I was really curious. I was been into like horror movies. I'm not like I don't watch any horror movie. Let's get this straight. I do not like body horror. So anybody that starts getting to my channel and I manifest like 2 million people or even 20 million people on my channel, just know I do not like body horror. Like I could watch Saw, and you know, I could watch stuff like that. But when that scream weird stuff come on, like yeah, it, it has to make sense. It has to have a good plot to it. I can't just even as an actor, I couldn't just be in a movie with no plot, no great plot to a movie, and it's just stupid. Like no, like a sci-fi movie. Like back in the day, sci-fi used to be shit. Now it's just like, yeah. But they're doing good because the new Chucky thing is going on. That shit is that's good. That's good. But anyway, uh, yeah, the horror and then my mom, she got me into it as a kid. I guess it was a way of her um dealing with my father's divorce because my mom and my dad got divorced when I was like 2, 3 years old, and it was so weird because I remembered like breaking them up when they was fighting at like fucking three. Like I was stood them apart. I was like, hey, mommy, daddy, stop arguing, stop fighting. It was weird. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. Um, they say it's a traumatic experience, but I don't know. It's just I remember it. Um, Let me see. Childhood, um, the horror stuff. Okay, so the movies. I like movies that make sense. I like action, comedy, a little bit of romance. It's great. It's beautiful. Romantic comedies though. Let me see what else. So where I'm going with this is that it's this movie. It's this movie with I can't think of this guy's name, but he was like the first Batman, one of the first Batman movies in 1992. So we'll pull him up quick. This is like probably very unprofessional right now, but it's my first video, so I don't know. How about you post this Batman? And by the way, it's a Batman film coming out this March the 4th, I believe. 19. Damn, that shit came out in 1989. Tim Burton. Okay, Michael Keaton. That's who was in this movie that I saw. Alright, let me see if I can pull it up though. I think the movie was called White Noise. White Noise. White Noise. Let me see if I can pull up his filmography. 2005? 4? Let me see. Oh, 2004. Look, my phone is cracked, people, but this movie got me started on this whole like journey of questioning and everything, and aliens and ghosts and all of the crap. It sent me down this rabbit hole. I can't see it, but it's this movie. It's bad. It's called White Noise with Michael Keaton. And the title refers to electronic voice phenomenon (EVP), or voices which some believe to be from the other side can be heard on audio recordings. This movie was crazy, and it's so fun. It's so crazy because actually this movie make a lot of money. The box office was 10 mil. The budget was 10 million. The box office made $91.2 million back in return. That's good. Sequel? I didn't know. Oh, they did make it. I didn't know they made a sequel to this shit. Wow, I never even knew about that. Okay, it did so good in the sequel. I didn't know, but the sequel didn't do good. That's why I didn't know about it. But anyway, so in that movie though, if you had a DVD, 2004 going to 2005, they had special features and they showed you how to do like how to make EVPs and stuff like that. And I was like what still in high school, I think 2004, yeah. I was like ninth, 10th grade, I think. To like going, I was in 10th grade. That's when I was like training for basketball and stuff like that. All right, but anyway, uh, I listened to it and I learned it. Excuse me, people, I got a sinus thing going on, but yeah, I did the best I can with it, and I was just curious, and now I started doing EVPs. I'm black too. It's weird. And you say, nigga, you black. You why you doing EVPs? What the hell? And I guess it just stems from being curious about life. Is there life after death? And that's what really got me started. Even back as a kid with my grandpa, I had unanswered questions that I wanted to get answered. Never had it really answered. Um, so I did it. And I always say like, hey, don't think things out there or any spirits. I don't know. I just want to understand. Is there life after death? And to get my answers, you know, straightforward. It's like, yeah, I got answers. I got responses. I have like weird words, the trees, different stuff that was being said. I got so into it. It's like people from South Florida should know. You ever have flaming hot Cheetos? It's addicting. It's not good for you though. Eating too much of that shit is not good. But eating flaming hot Cheetos, it's like it's spicy, but it's like you want more. You want more. You want to keep eating more. So it's like I want more. Like so, it was like kind of a oh shit, I'm scared, but then I'm like I want more. So that's the whole thing about it. It's like you get so thrilled about it. It's like you're afraid of it, but then at the same time, like I'm afraid, but hey, let's keep going. This is interesting. But I don't eat flaming hot Cheetos no more. It's not good for you. Don't come out good. So, but so I got my answers and going towards the ghost stuff. Then I went back to God. I was like, oh shit, I don't know, because when you fear something, it's like you don't know, you don't understand. You need some type of protection. And to this day, I still believe in God. Now, for us, everything else as goes with the Bible, I always been like this. Don't really believe everything that's in the Bible because the reason why I feel like and I believe that it is man-made. Anything that's man-made has been lied. It's been fabricated. Just like hate to put the race card into it. I just would like to say men in general, but Caucasian guys, they just tend to take and steal and rape, and I think we all done that. Even black people, we sold our own selves to slavery and stuff like that, and our ancestors. So it's we don't know everything, but we just I don't think I do know is that we men have killed each other and hurt each other. Like just didn't make sense. Skin doesn't exist. Colors shouldn't exist. There's different pigmentations, different colors, and you white, you lighter than me, darker than me. You know, it really shouldn't play a factor, but because on this planet we look at that stuff, it plays a huge factor. But if we focus on the consciousness of our mind and our spirit and our souls, it's like we'll be such a more successful race. We'll have so many cures. We probably won't have wars like that. We'll figure out another way to survive on this planet without even using this type of like financial system in this world. I don't even understand everything about it. So correct me if I'm wrong, okay? I still gotta learn as much as I possibly can. But I won't settle on anybody's answers. I will research them for myself too. Uh, so what was that? 14 minutes and 40. Okay. Um, so I think I was talking about let's see. Huh. Y'all bear with me one quick because I have brain farts every once in a while. I get too much into detail. I'm working on that, but I'll get better at it. So okay, let's see. I'm gonna just start not from scratch, but start as best I can remember. Which is the ghost thing. So from ghosts, went back to God, right? Going back to church and God. Getting into that because there's some type of power in that positive atmosphere, even though it's a lie. It's still a positive atmosphere, you know, but it's covered up in a lie. So going down this rabbit hole more, experimenting with ghosts and stuff. I had friends that was in, well, not as many friends that's into it, but my cousin was into it, but not as much as I was into it. Still experimenting with stuff like that. Heard knocks, heard different things. Seeing anything? I haven't really seen anything like that. The most thing I seen was on the pictures I took with my ex girlfriend at the time. We went on a ghost tour and I had some pictures. I don't know. I gotta look and try to find those pictures. I had to go down hunting for those things, but um, yeah, it was some like figures on there that was out of place, and they was definitely shaped like a human being. So, and there's no the way these was taking pictures was that the instructor told us to take the pictures this direction in these ways, and whatever picture I took was facing that way. Anybody else that was in the group was on the left and right side of me, behind me. So nobody else because it's a tour. Yeah. Do this as well. So more far down the hole with the ghost stuff. I started looking into secret societies. My mom was showing me some stuff, Illuminati, all that type of stuff. Went down that rabbit hole, and it's weird. It's like lies covered on top of lies on top of lies on top of lies. And it's like, yo, like which one? What is what? And it's so weird that this is how people do it. They hide it in plain sight. You just don't know what is what. You don't know what's concrete. Even if you ask somebody about the Bible, what's this? You question this. As a child, remember, I never ever got a concrete answer. There's no concrete answer. There's no like, damn, there you go. That's what it is. It's like this on top of this, on top of this, on top of this, on top of this, on top of this. And you have to like go through all that. You gotta weave through all that stuff. Um, so Illuminati, ghosts, demons, all that type of stuff. I keep going on that rabbit hole. So eventually, somewhat down the line, when I got to Illuminati, I've heard about something with aliens, and then started getting into aliens. Then I started connecting dots, like aliens, ghosts, Illuminati, all this stuff. But then I started saying, ghosts, aliens, aliens, ghosts, and then I started thinking about spirits, like human beings, like why we die, and then supposed to we go to heaven, supposed to we go to hell. We don't know. That's what they say we do. Um, but I started to say like, but then why are there spirits on Earth? It's questions, question a lot of shit, man. But I said like, man, what if aliens and ghosts are connected? Hmm. What of those things are connected? Like we see ourselves physical. We see things in the sky from all around the world. People we see, what they say the government hides or not. Now today, I think the government actually says UFOs actually exist. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So what if these things are like this? I'm getting far ahead of my video, but there's different frequencies, different dimensions. This body that we have is a vessel. You know, it's like to me, a body is just like a car, a vehicle. You have to maintenance it. You have to check it. You have to take care of it. If you put the wrong things into your body, it could be malnutritious. You can get sick. You can, even your thoughts are frequencies. The way you think, if you think negative, you're going to be slow. You're going to be lethargic. You're going to be like moving, not energetic. So what you put, what you say, what you think, what you do, all that stuff matters in your body. Your spirit is your energy, it's your battery, so you have to fulfill it and absorb positiveness, like for you, like. So it's just, there's things out there that feed differently. So, when you go around somebody's negative all the time, you're gonna feel a certain way. When somebody's positive, you're gonna be like, oh, I like this feeling, this is great for me, you know. So you can distinguish between the two, even if you don't, you know. So, uh, yeah. So, the let me see, energy, ghost, aliens. Okay, I want now see where I'm at. Okay, so eventually, yeah, I hear about this thing called Anunnaki. Now I'll go down this rabbit hole. Now I'm getting closer and closer to more good things, more information. So Anunnaki and studying, looking into that, I was like, oh snap! Then I hear about Sumerians. Why we hear about this stuff in school? Like they taught us everything else, but they didn't teach us about none of this stuff. Like in school, they take it all out of the history books. Why? Questions, good questions, right? So something you gotta ask. Why? Why they take all the stuff out of schools? Why don't teach us about these things? I guess to my opinion is that it's just like it's not enough to go around, or just more knowledge for me. Secret knowledge is only for me and my other people. We don't want nobody else to know about it. So let's keep it for us. Keep everybody a puppet. Right? How they would say it, puppet. But Anunnaki, Sumerians, learn about them, and I stumbled onto this book in a library one day. It was in a library. It was really in the library. It's called The Lost Book of Enki. This is the first book that blew my mind away. This is what I've been looking for, and I didn't even know it. And this is weird. This is why I sometimes feel like I believe in reincarnation, because I feel like I left pieces for myself in previous lifestyles where I could get back to it. Like where I left off from. So it's weird. If Billy Cross ever get this video and hear it, man, I hope he laughs. I hope he relates to this a lot, because it's some things I heard he said that was like I recently heard about it. It was like 2 days ago, yesterday, and this is March. I think today's March the 2nd, 2022. Um, he told his mom that he's looking at the sky and said, "Hey, I don't really feel like I belong here." His mom pulled him in and started talking to him, showing different things, and I think it was like bizarre. It's like, yo, like, yo, this guy is like, it's guys from here, man. Like, and it's like so weird. Like, yo, like, what the fuck? Why haven't I heard of you? And I've been searching for so long. It's so crazy. It be like that sometimes though. And wow, like I be asking questions about him and stuff like that. Yeah, like I was like, yo, this man has RAH DNA. Like that's rare type of blood. But anyway, let me see. Damn, man. I'm talking about my brain farts. Crazy, right? Um, the Anunnaki, Sumerians, the Lost Book of Enki. That's what was that, right? Okay. So I learned about Enki, obviously, and I learned about Enlil. I read this book years ago. I don't own it right now. I plan on buying it in the future and re-owning it again. But it's a great book to have, if you had that mindset of spirituality and trying to seek out the truth, and and do research for yourself. You can't rely on nobody else to come save you, or nobody else to provide it for you. The information is out there. You just have to go get it, right? It sucks, but like channels like this, what I'm starting on right now, people like Billy Carson, Zachary Sitchin, Eric Von Daniken, people from even Nuke's Top Five, Chills. These are ghost stations and different stuff, that cryptids type stuff. Uh, so many different things out there. Like even my favorite anime is Dragon Ball. So like just things that's like that doesn't limit themselves or limit anything they think about and do. You know, you seek it and you pursue it and you pursue what you like and love. And I'm trying to explore this option right now for myself to see how successful I do with this. You know, it's not best because I'm, you know, in this house, and obviously somebody's gonna be coming in pretty soon. Yeah, I gotta blur that out. Got that. It's a ghost. But anyway, let's turn this wait. So let me look at. All right. So anyway, the Sumerians and Enki. Okay. Um, so I learned about them. Uh, Obviously, you know, you heard a story. If you haven't heard a story, you can check it out on Billy Carson page or any YouTube pages. Type in Anunnaki, Sumerian slave species, or whatever the case might be, right? The human origins. Um, so was basically manufactured, made to be created to help them to mine for gold for their planet Nibiru. For their, you know, to help their planet so it won't something about the planet dying out. If they didn't use the gold particles to coat the world. One thing I meant that if I ask Billy Carson anything is that nobody hasn't mentioned this topic in a long time, and I studied it. And it's called monatomic gold. It's like a gold format of powder that they inhale and take in for their body, and I guess it makes them live longer. It does something to their body to make them rejuvenate their body. They also had an elixir that made them young again. In this book of the Lost Book of Enki, some person, some being lost it on some type of planet somewhere, or even Earth somewhere, and he was never able to get it back again. But that's another story. Um, so this book put me down on a journey of researching, you know, Eric Von Daniken, going to Sakura Sitchin books. I haven't read all the books yet, but you know, I plan on to doing that. You know, I'm planning on getting it done. You know, so man, so many books for that. So many books, man. Let me see. Uh, like Sumerians. So let me see what can I think about right now because I'm trying to. I'm killing myself right now. Always being my first video and stuff. So let me see. I'm about to pause this, probably edit it, probably in kind of way I probably can. But mm, yeah, I'm about to edit this. um, Sumerian.